we are at the beginning of the round 2 in Reykjavik Open, and well, what a perfect change from yesterday's weather. It was a snowstorm yesterday, and today we saw there was sun out just a few minutes back. No longer there as we see it, but it's been nice. The weather has been pretty pleasant. Only in shirt, which is pretty good for Reykjavik, and we hope that we see some really heated battles out there in the tournament hall. The beginning of the second round now of the Reykjavik International Open 2015. Shahryar Mamediyarov in the second round defeated Dagur Ragnarsson from Iceland. On the second board, David Navara did not face any problems whatsoever with his white pieces against Nguyen Thai Dai Wan. David Navara, one of the very specially gifted players in Europe. On table 3, Lewis Roland went down fighting against Eleanor Powell. Lewis Roland, a talented German player, lost to Eleanor Powell here. This is Eleanor, very special player. Played at the top of the world. This is Sergei Movsesian. He also very special respect from many of the top players of the world. But here in the second round game, Daniel Bisby from Switzerland Daniel Bisby from England caused one of the biggest upset of the tournament already, defeating Movsesian. Julio Granda Zuniga from Peru with black pieces was held to a draw by Antal Tibor Kende. And here's Gawain Jones with white pieces. He maintained a clean slate at the expense of Gislason Gudmundur from Iceland. So 2/2 for Gawain Jones. Danny Narodowski from United States up against Nishikin from China. Should be Shikin Ni, often not so easy to figure these things out, but Nishikin did well to hold Danny Narodowski to a fine draw. Abhijit Gupta also maintained a clean slate, winning his second game on the trot, defeating Philipp Hitzler from Germany, and it was really truly a very nice game. Abhijit sacrificing his queen for 2 pieces and just crashing through the blacks' defenses. Erwin Lamy from Holland with black pieces defeated Benjamin Haldorsen. Lenka Taknikova here with white pieces lost to Hedin Sting Grimson, Grandmaster from Iceland. Nils Grandelius looking in fine fettle with his white pieces there. Defeated Sebastian Mihailov. No troubles there for Nils, keeping his victory track at 2-2. Alexander Fier, the Brazilian Grandmaster, defeated Nino Masuradze. Now, if some of you who are wondering who she is, that's his wife. Nino Masuradze and Alexander Fier married, but they played a good game. Lots of interesting games still to be played in this super tournament, a super open one must say. This is Matthew Cornette, who was held to a draw by Ginava Mamediyarova, sister of Shahryar. Legend in chess, Arthur Yusupov played a fine game with his black pieces to beat Yulia Kochetkova. Yusupov is a famous chess coach these days. Eric Hansen from Canada, playing with white, defeated Stig Somsland. Serge Grover from India was held to a draw, quite surprisingly, with white pieces. Grover had to split the point with Vladimir Pole, despite enjoying a slight advantage initially. This is just the beginning. It's only the second round on this day, on the second day of the event, that is the lone double round day is scheduled. So there's one more round to be played after this. Alina Lahami, meanwhile, playing with black, played out a draw with Jason Kenny. Alina Lahami is an international master, famous chess journalist, globetrotter. The tournament has attracted more entries than the last year for sure. More than 250 participants in the fray here. And the second round, the biggest upset, obviously already mentioned, that Bisby defeated Sergei Movsesian. Very young children paying a visit to the tournament venue here, watching big stars in action. And the second round now coming to an end. Nothing major recorded. Hrant Melkomia, however, was also held to a draw by Jonas Rosner in this round.
Could you tell us about the game in the second round? We saw that you sacrificed a queen and won pretty nicely.
Yeah, I don't think my opponent played really well. Like, he allowed me to play with this bishop. I think after bishop g5 I was much better, and later he completely overlooked this queen sacrifice. After that I was close to winning, and which I mean, in couple of moves he was getting mated and then he resigned.
In the first round we saw that you were stretched a little. What was the reason for that?
Nothing in particular. I think my opponent played reasonably well. I mean, his rating was much lower than how he played, and it's just because I had black pieces and my opponent registered quite well, so that's why it went to the distance.
The second round of the Reykjavik International Open 2015 is just finished, and the third round is about to begin in this only double round day, which is today, Wednesday. The most significant upset of the round was caused by Bisby, who defeated none other than Sergei Movsesian. Indian Grandmaster Serge Grover was held to a draw, not without reasons. Indian Grandmaster Abhijit Gupta decided to take a bye in this round, so he will be back to play the fourth round. Meanwhile, the third round about to commence now.
The third round of the Reykjavik International Open Chess Tournament, and here we see Henrik Carlsen, father of Magnus Carlsen, who's a participant here, with chess lover and player Henrik. Gold pin for the organizer of this tournament, the chief organizer, the president of Icelandic Chess Federation, Gunnar Björnsson, given by ECU president, that's the European Chess Union president Zurab Azmaiparashvili. Zurab makes the first move on the top board. Shahryar Mamediyarov proposing to play d4 there. Ceremonial first move played by the ECU president in this third round of the Reykjavik International Open Chess Tournament 2015. Navara David with black pieces. He's gone for the Caravan defense here. Up against John Victor Gunnarsson from Iceland. All credit to the Icelandic Grandmaster there. Did a good job to hold Navara David to a credible draw. Shahryar Mamedero meanwhile continued with his winning ways, defeating Simon Becker Jensen. With white pieces, it was a pretty unusual approach by Shahryar against the King's Indian defense. In the end, the top seed prevailed pretty easily. Pavel Elyanov up against Nikita Petrov with white pieces. Elyanov is rated 27-27. His opponent about 300 points below him. Queen pawn opening, a Slav defense, and in the end again no troubles for the higher ranked player. Gawain Jones finds himself elevated to the stage. The top 4 boards have a special stage. Facing Marin Daniel here. Gawain Jones started the third round rather with black pieces. One of the top English grandmasters. Takes his time to make his first move. Would that be one of the Indian defenses? The games here, the top games are beamed live through the internet. These are the top 4 boards on a small stage. Erwin Lamy getting set to play his next game. And Lamy defeated Wang Yi from China to move up to 3 points as well. 3 out of 3 for Erwin Lamy. Queen pawn game, Dutch Grandmaster did well to beat his Chinese opponent. Alexander Fear from Brazil rather, with white pieces, defeated Mark Esserman from United States. It's a good victory for Alexander Fear that keeps him on a 100% score as well. Eric Hansen from Canada was held to a draw by Skyt Hagen Andreas. Hansen with black pieces could not really get what he wanted. Draw in the end. Few top grandmasters decided to take a bye in this third round game, mainly because 2 rounds scheduled on the same day. There's still 7 more rounds to come after this. Lots of action still to happen in the 2015 edition of this Reykjavik International Open Chess Tournament. Sabino Brunello is a very uncompromising and strong grandmaster from Italy, up against Einar Hati Jensen of Iceland in this round. Sabino was held to a draw. Grandmaster Abhijit Gupta and International Master Tanis, as they've decided to take a bye in this round. They'll be back in action from the 4th round onwards. The tournament sees many young, talented youngsters also in the fray. Here's Grandmaster Sahaj Grover up against Jonas Rosner from Germany. Anna Stefansson from Iceland. Facing Nishikin here from China. Nishikin had a good result in the previous round. Henrik Danielsson with white pieces facing one of the brightest young players, young girl player, one has to say, Abdumalik Jhansaya from Kazakhstan. With white pieces against Christiansen Edvardsen. Idani Poya from Iran. Participants from 38 countries here. This is Julio Granda Zuniga from Peru. He also drew the second round. John Ludwig Hammer was held to a draw in the first round itself. That was the major upset of the first round. Hammer being held to a draw up against David Cummings here. Long way to go. 7 more rounds to come after this.